Welcome to Maida Vale, and today we're going to make a trip. Now we're not doing it on foot either. We're going to go from Maida Vale, Little Venice, all the way to Camden Town, and we're doing it on the Canal WaterBus. Now here in this area you've got this, which is the Canal Boat Cafe, which is absolutely fantastic if you're waiting for the bus, or alternatively you can go on the other side and catch a number of different trips that take you. Now we're taking this one, which is the London Water. There are signs all over the towpath to show you where to go to pick up the boat, and it takes you all the way through to Camden Town. The journey takes about 40 minutes, and if you did it on foot you'd probably do it a little bit faster because it does go at a very slow pace, but actually it's a slow and relaxing pace. Hang on a second, is she going to fall in the middle here? You know, get that feeling when someone's going to do it. Oh, she's going to go. She's a professional. I think she's a professional. She's done this before. You know that bit when you're just waiting for that splash? Now, I'm not going to show you all 40 minutes of the journey because I would recommend that you come down and do it yourself. This video is just going to give you some different selections and some things to look out for when you're making the trip. By the way, if you're getting on the boat, I would suggest you get on this side of it, which is the left side of the boat as you go up, and you'll see why as we go through. Now, if you're a regular viewer to our channel, you will have seen recently we did a video on Little Venice. If you want to catch that, I'll put a link to that up in the top right hand corner for you, where we just walked around the area. And fun enough, we saw the river bus going backwards and forwards. Now, I must add at the beginning, this video is not sponsored by anyone, so actually this is just our view on the trip. Now, if you want to make the trip, the prices are £14 each way for adults. Children between the age of 5 and 16, it's £10, but they've got to be accompanied by an adult. If you're a student or you're a senior, that's over 60, or a concession, that's £11. Infants, which is the ages 0 to 4, are free. Now, I did this trip in the middle of the week and I didn't book beforehand. I got on without any problem, but it did start getting quite busy near the end, and I thought, oh, I'm glad I got on here, and then I did. So if you want to book, you can book your ticket in advance. And all you do is you go to londonwaterbus.com, and that's where you can book your tickets. Now, the good news is the narrowboat is completely covered, so if you pick a day when it starts raining when you're doing the trip, or alternatively it's absolutely tipping down before you get down here, then it's not a problem, you're not going to get wet. But to see great views like this, you probably want the windows open, so hopefully the time you choose it, it will be a great day. Included within the trip, there's live guided commentary, so as you're going along, someone's talking to you through a microphone and telling you different things to look out for on either side of the boat. There's something calm, relaxing and tranquil about riding on a canal boat, and it just feels absolutely amazing to do so. But if you fancy doing something a bit more energetic and a bit more, well, under your own steam, you can hire these. Now, this is a go boat, and you can hire these from Paddington Basin, which is just down the river from Maida Vale, and you can hire the boat out for an hour and take it for a spin yourself. Now, if it's a really hot day in the middle of summer, yes, one of those rare ones in London, then you'll love doing this piece, which is going through the Maida Vale Tunnel, which is nearly 250 metres long. But once you get in there, it is quite cool. So it's a lovely, refreshing moment on a really hot day. When they originally built the tunnel back in 1862, they forgot to put a towpath in it. So in the early days when horses were pulling the barges along, they had to go up above, and men would have to lay on the side of the barge to walk the whole barge through this tunnel. Originally it would have taken about 30 minutes or so to get the boats through the tunnel, but now it just takes a couple of minutes, and as you can see, there's lights on inside of the water bus. So the Regents Canal we're on is just right by the start, which starts at Paddington Basin, where it links up with the Grand Union Canal, which goes right off into the Midlands of the UK. And at the other end, you've got the Limehouse link. Now, it's at Limehouse where it meets the River Thames. So this sort of canal was to link the two different places. Limehouse is a beautiful place, and we've done a video on that, and I've put a link to that up in the top right-hand corner. As we come out of the tunnel, we're fairly adjacent to Lord's Cricket Ground. Really hope you're enjoying our trip up the Regents Canal, going from Maida Vale all the way to Camden. And if you're enjoying the video, do us a favour, will you? Give us a thumbs up so we can spread this video on YouTube to more people so that they can love London as well. Here on the canal, we're coming up to the Lisson Grove mooring area, which is all private mooring, so it's not available for boats to stop. And this is right by the massive electricity sub-generating power station, which powers most of London. Moorings are not cheap round here, but it's an alternative way of living. And just look at some of these riverboats with the gardens on top of them. It was also interesting to see that whilst lots of us have domestic cats and dogs, on these boats a lot of the birds had made themselves homes on little alcoves on the boats themselves. There just has to be something said for weeping willow trees just hanging over the water, which just makes it feel even more calm, relaxing and tranquil. It's interesting to see that the Regents Canal is still being used as a sort of commercial basis, and here you've got a large barge which is carrying something all the way from one part of the Regents Canal to the other, so still being used commercially. Now the Regents Canal, as the name suggests, does a large part around the north part of Regents Park itself, and here on the other side of the canal boat you've got some of the big houses that were built. Although looking at the height these were built at and the slope on the ground and the grass that they've got for their garden, yeah, you'd think you'd go for a flat garden, wouldn't you? Now on this part of the canal you've also got other boat companies doing various trips as well, and as you can see from this one which we're just to go past, it wasn't overly busy, so it's worth having a look around and checking out the prices as well and see what suits you. Now on this side of the canal you've got this, which is Grove House, which is an immense building with incredible sculptured gardens, which is owned by the Sultan of Brunei, and rumour has it he's never even stayed there, but it's one of his many London residences. When you travel down stretches of the canal like this, it could be anywhere in the UK. It's hard to believe that we are actually in London's West End, and yet there's nothing around and it is so green and scenic. And with the wildlife just adding to it. Now, tourist attraction wise, Regents Park is really famous for one thing, it's London Zoo. And believe it or not, the Regents Canal goes right through the middle of London Zoo. So here on the left side of the riverboat, you've got this, which is the new monkey enclosure, which is due to open in summer 2022. On the other side of the river you have a wild dogs enclosure, plus you can also, if you get a good look, see the giraffes in the giraffe house as well. So if you're watching this and you're going to do a trip to the London Zoo, then this bridge going over the water and you're thinking, what is it? It's the Regent's Canal. At this point in the Regent's Canal, it makes a sharp left turn, which gives you these great views back down the Regent's Canal and under the lovely bridges. Which means we're now heading towards Camden Market. Now, I've done a walk up to Camden Market from King's Cross, and that is from Coal Drops Yard. And I put a link to that up in the top right hand corner, because that's the point at which we stopped our walk. I can't recommend highly enough if you're not having a go on the boats, or alternatively, here we go, we've got a man in a punt, but look at this. Not only have you got that, but you've got someone playing the guitar for you as well. Who needs to bring something on your Siri or your Google phone when you've got someone sitting in the front of your boat playing the guitar? One of the really great things to do is to walk the towpaths, because not only do you get some fresh air, a bit of exercise, but you also get to see bits of London that not many other people get to see as well, all down by the waterline, so it's well worth doing. What did you think about our WaterBus trip going from Maida Vale all the way to here at Camden Town? Did you enjoy it? What was your favourite bit? Let us know in the comments down below. It'd be really good to see. Now, a lot of people watching this may be thinking about doing this route on a Saturday. It's a really good idea, but do make sure you book plenty of time in advance, because on a Saturday, it's a really busy thing to do. Here, you've got the unmistakable bridge, if you've been watching our channel, of Camden Town and Camden Market. So this then signifies the end of our journey. But wow, it's just the start of your journey if you're thinking of coming here to Camden Market. So a stopover in Camden Market could be your next great thing to do on your trip out in London today. So why not watch our video, which I'll put in the top right hand corner for you, on our guide to Camden Market. Gives you some ideas of some things you can see, do, and many places to eat. So if you click on that, we'll see you in there.